Hey folks, how's it going? It's Donal Ward McCarthy here with Keller Williams Realty, bringing you the update for sales, what happened in February in Bloordale Village, or Wallace and Emerson. So what I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. We're going to actually look at the most expensive home that's sold in Bloordale and the least expensive. And of course, if you want all the other details, the fun stuff like the last 6 months average sales for the different house category, all that information is below me, or it's in the email that we send out. So really quickly, let's get to it. So in the month of February 2020, there were actually 5 sales in Bloordale Village. But like I say, we're going to focus on the least expensive and the most expensive. So least expensive was 184 Emerson. That home came on the market, it was listed at $699, so super attractive pricing, listed low, and 6 days later they had multiple offers and it sold for $838,700. So that was the cheapest home. So why was this home cheaper? Well, for one, it was up closer to where all of the construction is going on, near the Galleria Mall. The property was also on a laneway, and inside, I visited this property, it needed a ton of work and it was very messy and everything. So, most expensive home in Bloordale Village, February 2020, was 370 Margaretta Street. Now, here was a house, it was on the market actually last year. I visited, the owners were running it kind of like a rooming house, but it was clean, it was nice. They had it listed last year at 1.4, and it sat on the market for a good 50-60 days, as I recall, and it didn't sell. They took it off the market. So here's a sign of how vibrant our early spring market is in February 2020. They put it back on the market at 1.4 last week, and it sold in 1 day for 1.39 million. So it just gives you an idea. Good for the seller there. They weren't under pressure last year to sell, so they were able to take it off and put it back on in the springtime. So like I say, there were a couple of other sales. There was 773 Lansdowne Avenue, 578 St. Clarence, and there was 106 Lappin Avenue. Those were the sales in Bloordale Village in February 2020. Like I say, below me you have links to download all of those. There's also, like I say, I compile an aggregate of the last 6 months sales in Bloordale Village. That chart is below me as well too, and it breaks it down into categories: detached, semi-detached, row houses as well too. And sometimes there might be a multiplex in there. So there's your update for February 2020 for Bloordale Village. Thanks so much. It's Donal Ward McCarthy here, and do reach out if you need anything at all in regards to real estate. We're here to answer all your questions, little or large. Okay, ciao, ciao.